Spider-Man is my favorite superhero and he has had multiple movies. So today I'm going to rank all 8 Spider-Man movies. Yep, you heard that right. There are 8. I'm including 3 Sam Raimi films, the 2 not so amazing Spider-Man films, SpiderMan Homecoming, and Venom, and Into the SpiderVerse. I'm going to include Venom because he's not too much different from Spider-Man. He's kind of just a scarier version of Spider-Man, but I'm still going to include that movie. So yeah, let's get started. So, coming all the way at the bottom at number 8 is going to go to The Amazing Spider-Man 2. This is really the only film I do not like. Actually, I hate this movie. I really do. I've seen it once and I never want to see it again. It was just awful. I mean, all the things I did like in The Amazing Spider-Man, they're just thrown in the trash. They're so bad in this film. Andrew Garfield's awful in this film. This is what made me just hate him in this movie. The villains, they're shoved in. It's almost like Sony did not learn their lesson from a movie I'm going to be talking about in just a minute. This is just an awful film. I hate it so much. There's so many issues with it. I will admit, the only things I do like are the effects look pretty good, the lighting looks pretty good, and I like the suit. But that's it. At number 7 is going to go to The Amazing Spider-Man. Now, this film does jump up quite a lot. I actually do like this film. I've seen it 3 times. The first time I saw it, you probably would have seen it a couple places above. I actually did like it. I saw it in the theater, did like it. Second time I watched it, I didn't like it that much. I watched it about a month ago, and I actually like it. It's pretty good. I like Andrew Garfield in this film. I think he's actually funny in sometimes. I don't like how the origin just repeats like the Sam Raimi films. It tries to be too much like a Sam Raimi film. That kind of does make me upset. I wanted to see something new. This is just nothing new. It's, origin and find a green guy. Nothing new. Lizard, don't like the way he looks. Kind of looks like a Ninja Turtle. Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy, pretty good. The drama, pretty good. Other than that, all the rest stuff is just fine. Nothing awful in this film, just, it's average, it's whatever. At number 6 is going to go to Spider-Man 3. Not an awful film, but to me it's just an average, disappointing movie. I will admit, it has its issues. Emo Peter and just some crazy stuff. Now, I think if you take out like all of it, or at least half of the drama, and Harry does not have amnesia, I would like this film a lot more. It's just that there's so many issues with this film that are blocking all the good stuff. I think there's some great stuff in this film. Now, the Sandman killing Uncle Ben, I will admit, that's not great. I think it actually would work. It's just, it together with all the other film does not work. I did recently rewatch this film. I still can enjoy it. I like the action in that. Venom is just thrown into this film. I really wish we got Spider-Man 4, but because of Sony, we did not. It's all Sony's fault this film is bad. It's not Sam Raimi's fault. And yeah, it's alright. At number 5 is going to go to Venom. Now, this film was released this year, and a lot of people do hate this film. But if you've read a Venom comic, you know that Venom's a goofball. So if you're going to complain this film's too goofy, yeah, read a comic book, please. This film is funny. It makes sense. Venom's just basically a scarier, evil version looking of Spider-Man. Like, he still tells jokes and cracks jokes like Spider-Man does. And I think that this perspective works well in this film. The premise of this film, I think it works well. There are a lot of things that do work, but at the same time, there are a lot of things that don't. Except the pacing is awful in this film. It's the only thing I really hate. It's just the pacing is so fast. When I'm sitting like the third row in the theater, in the action, I couldn't really tell what's happening. Like, honestly, if this film was 30 minutes longer, it probably would be a lot better. It's not an awful film. I like Tom Hardy as Venom. I think it works. I like how Venom looks. It's pretty cool. And yeah, it's just whatever. I mean, I hope the sequel can improve, especially with the pacing. And other than that, it's a pretty good film. Okay. To be honest, the top 4 are basically all tied. It's just that's not how our ranking works. They're all very close. But yeah, let's get started with that. But number 4 is going to go to a movie I just saw last weekend, Spider-Man Into the SpiderVerse. I do like this film a lot. I will admit it is a great movie, and it has so many good stuff in it. And why it's at number 4, not like at number 1 or 2 like everybody else puts it, I think it was a little bit too childish at times. Like, there are just some moments where it was way too childish to how to remind us that this was a PG movie, which I know I'm like the only one who points that out. The other YouTubers like don't hate on me or anything. I still love this film. In fact, I think the first half is probably the best first half out of all these movies, to be honest. I don't like how the villains really look. Like, Kingpin, why does he have to look like that? Why? Why'd they do that? And this is one thing I hate in the film. I did not like the character of Penny Parker. She was way too childish, and having a robot Spider-Man, that's so stupid. Why did they have that? And you guys complain that the robotic suit in Spider-Man Homecoming is stupid, but that is dumb. Other than that, this film I still really do like. It's still an awesome film. It's great. It has so many good stuff in it. I'm not saying I hate it. In fact, I love it. I think the first three are slightly better. And that's why this film comes at number 4. At number 3 goes to the film that not just starred all these Spider-Man movies, but starred comic book movies that what we know today, Spider-Man. This is probably the most rewatchable on the list. I love this film. It's hilarious to watch because just Green Goblin with William Dafoe. That is awesome. The effects are a bit dated, but it's alright. It's whatever, I guess. I love this film. I love the origin. I think this is done so well. The story is done so well in this film. And the drama is actually not in the way. Now, my only issues are the effects. They do look pretty bad in this film. And a little bit campy at times. But other than that, this film was great. And I love it. And that's why it comes at number 3. Number 2 is Spider-Man 2. Now, I think this film, what it does best is, I think this has the best story of the entire list. I think it works so well, and also probably the best action. In fact, it was really close to number 1. I love this film. It is awesome. It has such a good story, and this is what like Spider-Man is supposed to be. And I just really like it in this film. And I think the action, like I said, is just awesome. I've seen this film many times. This is probably the film I've seen the most on this list. And I really do like it. It came so close to number 1. But number 1 barely beat it. I really do like this film. I think my biggest issue is that it's not the most rewatchable. Probably because I've seen it the most. But yeah, pretty good. And that's why it comes at number 2. But number 1, nobody on YouTube I've seen this put at number 1. That's going to go to Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, why do I like Spider-Man Homecoming so much? More than the most loved Spider-Man movies. This film just works so well for me. I had a great experience seeing this in the movies. I had to see it twice. I never see movies twice in the theater. Barely. This is one of them I did see, and I loved it so much. Tom Holland, easily the best Spider-Man we've seen. He really does sell us on that accuracy on the character. Now, I have one issue with this film, and it's that how Spider-Man's supposed to be is that he's supposed to be a character that when he's Spider-Man, he's doing stuff wrong. When he's Peter Parker, he's doing stuff wrong. But that's not really shown in this film. That's okay. If they've shown that in the sequel, wouldn't be a problem in this film. I really do like this film. It is hilarious. It does not have that same Marvel formula like the other films do in the MCU. And also this film, what I really like, unlike the Amazing Spider-Man, is that it goes for something different. It is about a kid in high school, and that's different. I've never seen it before, and I want to see that, and that was awesome to see. I also really like the Vulture, probably one of my favorite MCU villains, and probably the best villain on all these lists. This film does have the best main villain. It's also the funniest, and also I think it's great. People say this film's childish. That's okay. It takes place in high school. It's not a Captain America movie where it takes place in World War II or in a secret agent base or something, or not Iron Man 3 where it takes place in his mansion getting blown up, or Thor taking place in Asgard. It's a kid taking place in high school. That's kind of why it's a bit childish. That's okay though. It's fine. It makes sense, I guess. But yeah, it's a great film. That's why easily is my favorite one. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys like the video, make sure you like it, and feel free to subscribe and comment down your list and tell me what you think about the ranking. I know you guys probably will disagree according to what I've seen on YouTube, but once again, thank you guys for watching, and feel free to check out my other videos if you haven't.